Hey, what is going on? Welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at VRA. I do want to say that I'm not a financial advisor. You should do your own research before investing money into crypto. Now, if you haven't seen the previous update, make sure to check that out before watching this one so that you have more context. Now, jumping into the daily chart. Now, it's going to be in the top right-hand corner. I don't think I mentioned that. So jumping into the daily chart. Now, as you can see, we have the 20 EMA up, which is the yellow line, and the red line is the 55 exponential moving average. Now, the last video we made on VRA was back a week ago. So we were sitting over here above the 55 EMA, and I did tell you that we can expect a bounce off of the 20 EMA and off of the golden ratio here, because these are two very important support levels that we need to hold, especially the golden ratio here. Now, we did have a nice bounce off the 20 EMA, and since then we've had a nice move of around about 20%, but we did actually bounce off of the golden ratio. So let's see, off of the golden ratio, you were up 23%, which is pretty nice. And if you are looking to take some profits, if you're in VRA only for the short to midterm, for example, from the golden ratio to the 786, that's around about 39%. So a 39% trade is not that bad. And we are expecting big moves for Verasity, obviously, as well as the entire crypto market. And if we zoom out here, let me just show you the long-term targets, because people always ask what are the long-term targets for Verasity, at least for myself. So if we move these market cap numbers over here and we take a look at the Fibonacci retracements. Now, we do have our major target here is the 1.618 at 19.5 cents. Which is this fib retracement over here, as you can see. Now, we are going to be in that target once we break through this fib retracement, which is the first fib, or the 1 fib, right? Which is this level over here. Let me just move the price tag and the market cap over there. So 5.5 cents is basically your previous all-time high that we printed back in April before the pullback. And that is the level we need to break before we can be in a technical target to the 1.618 at 19.5 cents. Now, below that, we do have two targets as well, at 13 cents and at 0.097 cents. Those are some major targets that we need to break as well. But usually, once you break through the first fib level, you are going to retrace, not retrace, but you are usually getting to the 1.618 sooner or later. Here you can see we didn't manage to break through the 1.272, but on the grand scheme of things, you do see that we are in this channel up pattern. So we're constantly creating higher lows and higher highs. So we potentially can expect a bounce off of this white trend line before moving back down and setting a higher low. But that would be not the bullish scenario, you could say, because the bullish scenario obviously would be a break through this resistance, a back test of support, and printing the next higher high, which would obviously be the ultimate bullish outcome over here. Let me just extend the Fibonacci retracement so that we can get our price tags moved to the right side here, so that they don't cover the price action candles. Now, like I said, we have bounced off the 20 EMA, which was a major support level we needed to hold. And right now, what you need to look for is a bullish cross on the daily chart, which is very, very which is looking like it's going to happen very soon, as well as for the Bitcoin chart. And that would basically be your confirmation of the uptrend. And this would basically be the confirmation that you're flipping bullish. Now, if we go and check historically, the last time we did have this bullish cross was back here, August 9th, and we were just recovering from this downward movements, from this downtrend over here. And this is basically the exact same thing. We were in a disgusting downtrend. Now recovering from that downtrend, we're having a little pump, back test of the 20 EMA, hold that as support, move to the upside, you get the bullish cross. Same thing here. Once you get the bullish cross, we potentially can start pumping very hard on Verasity. So we are looking for these major targets to be broken. Now, the major target that you could look for midterm is almost 0.098 cents over here, just slightly below that. Usually I do tell you guys to have your sell orders slightly below the resistance zones or the fib levels, because that way you are having more chances of getting your order filled rather than having the buy or the sell orders exactly at the fib levels. Now, one major resistance level we need to break through is this white trend line over here, because this was a crucial support trend line that we've been holding for quite a while. Actually, we had a bounce here in September, we had a bounce here in December, then we lost it here in January, pulled back to another support trend line, which was over here created, and we had another bounce here, obviously. So right now you're kind of in between these two trend lines. You need to break, backtest as support, and continue on, okay? Then we have another major level here at 0.0498 cents, which can be another take profit zone for you, or any of you who are looking to take profits midterm. But yeah, overall, I wouldn't be selling my crypto right now. If you know how to swing trade, you're confident that you can get some nice swing trades going, then that's potentially something that you can look for. Now, if Bitcoin does enter a consolidation phase and we start, consolidating in the low 40K range, you can potentially expect a bounce off of this white trend line if we start rallying, and then another bounce off the 20 EMA. So this can potentially be a nice take profit and a nice buyback for VRA. Now, jumping into the daily chart here on the RSI. So I did give you these two RSI levels. We were sitting over here on the index of 67 in the last video, and we started pulling back down, and I did give you this 57.06 and this 50, or what it was, 51.24 support on the RSI, and we actually landed on that support knob on, as you can see, perfect bounce off of that. Well, we actually almost got to that support. As you can see, we didn't touch it, but barely getting to that support. We're having the bounce. This actually co-aligned with the bounce that we had off of the 20 daily EMA. So right now what we're looking for is a potential resistance off of this pink trend line, this large pink trend line that you have over here. This is something that you need to pay attention to, because this was a major support trend line over here and over here. We had a little fake out over here, as you can see, and then we lost it, and it was tested as resistance over here. So now potentially what we need to break that trend line as resistance. So I'm just gonna extend that trend line a bit so that we can see that this is a potential strong resistance level that we're looking for over here. So yeah, we have a hidden bullish divergence, I think, on the weekly chart. We covered that in the last video. So overall, Verasity is a very, very bullish asset right now. It is in this channel up pattern, and we are expecting a breakthrough. And I do think that we're going to break through this channel and get to our targets. Now, whether to sell on 20 cents or sell on 40 cents, that's up to you. Depends on how long you're willing to hold your tokens. I'm going to be taking profits on the 1.618. I'm going to be taking profits, some major profits on most of the altcoins on the 1.618 Fibonacci retracement, because cryptos usually tend to pull back after they get to the 1.618. We can obviously get overextended, but no one can actually call the top. So taking profits along the way is the smartest thing, guys. And that's what I'm going to be doing. You have to decide for yourself what you're going to be doing. What is your plan? What is your, final target? What is your end game for crypto, basically? But that is pretty much it, guys. If I missed out anything on the charts, please make sure to leave a comment down below and let me know what you think of the VRA token at this moment. Feel free to follow me on Twitter. I do post technical analysis in there. We do have a Telegram chat, a Discord server with great communities, with people who are willing to help the newcomers. If you have any questions, feel free to join in and ask away. And we have a Patreon as well. Feel free to join that. We do have daily posts in there with around about 60 posts per month, and that will get you buy alerts, sell alerts, my buy and sell alerts, obviously, low cap jump calls, project highlights, technical analysis and video requests. So a bunch of stuff is in there, useful posts as well, such as market sentiment analysis. Feel free to join, and yeah, it's a great way to support me, obviously. Think of it as buying a cup of coffee, but instead of the coffee, you get useful information throughout the month. that will potentially make you good amounts of money. But that is pretty much it, guys. Thank you for watching. I'm going to catch you in the next one. Goodbye and good night.